Hola, welcome to the Timers Playbook podcast. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen. Now, before we get into today's episode, I wanted to ask a quick favor. If you're enjoying the show, please hit the subscribe button and leave a rating and a review. This helps other people find the podcast and get more out of it. And if you know any other timer that might benefit from listening, please share the episode with them. I really appreciate your support. Now, let's get it.
As ke decidile so ngizoyimela la idea. In marriage, it's either you choose to be right or you choose happiness. Of that la thula fela la nche wa bona. Ke a bona now I'm in trouble. We were fortunate to our community had both parents amongst us. Pay attention to what what your kid says. Like whatever, listen to what they say.
Welcome to this episode of the Timers Playbook. On this episode, Kgotso Mokgatle, director at B82 or B28?
B82.
B82 Productions. He loves football. 41 years old from Joburg. Married, 2 children, 1 and 5 years. Mbosh Latesh, as I used to know him.
Yeah, net so.
Mbosh Ukren.
Ki easy wena.
Kimnato tak.
Hola.
Mbosh utsoka icho.
Awona ne ke dlala diski.
Okay.
Ga tseba ne ge hola. Yeah. A ne ke le ntswe.
No le ntswe.
Yeah.
Matita pa acho jwalo
right? So ka wa lebitso ke coach ya ka Neil Thabang Jajeje. Ampitsa Chipa
Okay.
Mambosh.
Chipa Mambosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know wa tseba wa tshole lebitso le reng Chipa fela.
No, what's a Chipa Mambosh ki mang?
Ke mo.
Ke Khotman like my big brother.
Okay.
Ki Chipa Mambosh.
Yeah, I know wa tshole lebitso le o fela.
Ne ule smart.
You know, especially Kokas.
Okay.
Yeah. So ne re le ko Pimville kana ko yo. Ya bona sa bana ba Pimville. So ne ke and team ne ke dlala like ne le ko zone 2. Mara ko kasi ko besta. Bona ba le twister.
Okay.
Ke bona ba nka ile
Oh, ba re Mbosh Latesh.
Yeah.
Wa bona tsa best jo.
Yeah, yeah.
Why no tshwantse libe
No, angithi yazi cheese boy. Uyasebenzela.
Niyahlupa lapho. Relax. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's get into it, my guy. So I asked you a question in preparation for this podcast, ne? There's a few questions.
All right.
And Kitotsi Radenya how to be very interesting when I asked you why you decided to be a father. You said after investing a lot of time and money in my business and sometimes being disappointed by the outcomes, especially of people not appreciating my efforts, I decided it's time to invest in someone who will bring me joy, peace, and happiness. I find it curious that you answered the question like an investment in a business.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an investment.
Explain.
Yeah, wonder how akere o batla mona le grand. Yeah. So you invest in her
Okay.
or him. Yeah.
Just break it down for me. Like investment means that you're gonna get some sort of return.
And the akere ke tshile joy return ya ka ke joy, peace and happiness.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
that's
how are
it.
you investing in that then?
By taking care of it and making sure her well-being is on point.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you getting the joy and happiness you need?
My man, di on bona ke bua ka ena ke a smile.
Okay. So tell me about her.
Yeah. No, she's a girl.
Yeah, tell me about her.
Oh no, she's my baby. Lebitso la ke Nkgapile. Ke Kgotso Mokgatle. Yeah. A very joyful young lady. Smart. Yeah, like one cousin.
Yeah.
And she's very inquisitive and curious. You know how kids are. Yeah, and yeah, she just brings joy
Okay.
to us.
And what's the one thing about her that you love the most?
There's so many. I'm not even sure. But every time she calls me,
Okay.
I think I loved it. Papa? Yeah, like she just has this unique way or tone. Yeah, Papa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the one thing that frustrates you about her?
When she doesn't listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong? Does it throw tantrums or just doesn't follow instructions?
No, yeah, sometimes she doesn't follow instructions, but she doesn't throw tantrums a lot. Yeah. When she
Okay.
doesn't listen to instructions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how did you prepare for fatherhood?
Uh,
Number one, was the baby planned?
yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Why?
As I've stated already, yeah, like, okay, I've never worked a 9 to 5, right? I've always been in business. So most of my things I plan and have trajectories. Sorry, I want to be here or there within the space of time. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But at least I gave it my all, or I planned and executed. So yeah, we had a lengthy conversation with my wife. Then she was a girlfriend. Lena, she has her ambitions and dreams. So I were okay. Maybe I want to reach 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then when we get to that stage, re tla ba grand. And then yeah, when the time was right, the time was right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how did you prepare yourself? So ubuile lena.
Yeah.
And I get it, it's a project.
Yeah.
So it's a new project coming, a big one,
Yeah.
a lifetime project.
Yes.
How do you actually prepare for it?
I wouldn't say, because it's a lifetime project, right? But obviously, at that point in time, Otosheba maybe the first year or so. Honestly, or
Yeah.
realistically speaking, I want to okay. I need to make sure Asokoleka anything. We have a place to stay. Logistics are covered for her birth or his birth. Transportation and and then the rest ya bophelo, because bophelo jalo se bo le botelle. You take it along or as it comes.
Sure.
Yeah. But what is important is that you need to trust yourself and know that this is a lifetime commitment. Yeah. Okay, as ke decidile so, ngizoyimela la ending.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess that was it. I'll have to do it because it's time.
Out of choice.
I can't choice. And if ke yetsa la ending, I need to take care of this person because ke mo tlise mo lefatsheng.
Okay.
Yeah.
And raising a daughter, what worries you the most about the world we're in?
Hey, man, there's a lot. At the moment, Akire, she's still under our care.
Sure.
So at least you can control certain things, Then there's this monster thing, Ewarinki, YouTube, and the content there.
So unali access to that?
Unali access.
Okay.
Right?
Which one?
Yeah,
YouTube Kids.
YouTube Kids.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. But they can navigate things.
Fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they are born with this thing. You don't even teach them. They just look at it and then they just press and figure it out. That one. Yeah, just her being in a safe environment and safe space. Yeah, that's my concern. Yeah.
Okay, but as she grows, I mean, when you think about it, how she will, particularly where you spoke about devices, social media, and such things, like when you, because she's young now, but in 5 they're already starting. They know the device. They're starting to talk. We'll go on grade R, no, or kindergarten.
Yeah. No, she's getting to grade R next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so she's getting to that place now where when funny things are starting to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what kind of conversations are you having with the mom?
Fortunately, her mom is open. Lynn herself. So even now, whenever there's something that maybe her wanna get discomfort or in, would sometimes sit individually, me as a father and her, or the mom and her, or as a collective. Or maybe if it's a subject nyana e itseng ke re okay ma already kopa we handle we
Give me an example
uh
of a touchy subject.
yeah, maybe sometimes at some point in time I think nalimaditswe ke bicycle at a private place. So mare uri ho bohloko a bona ho bohloko ke eng a bona. And then I think two things happened, but eventually she said Nelly bicycle because I remember she was riding her bicycle. So I think something ilam sharp ako skolong happy as well. Or
Okay.
yeah, so he had an object of some sort and then maybe sharp. So I just then higher bumpies and then we sat down and we asked her, no, bicycle. But because of the sensitivity of the part, I'm asking the mother to maybe check and speak to her. Okay.
To see abam lemans at that side, or there was negligence.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, but eventually because I remember very academic bicycle. So I think stool or something, still some lemans. Yeah. So yeah, it's a touchy subject. But I'm there. But I at least I want a person to understand the whole cycle or the whole or I handle it too.
And then Luna, as a couple, because you can't agree on everything, what do you disagree on the most about parenting? Oh, where's the point of conflict?
It's not necessarily a point of conflict, but maybe a question.
It's a question.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because
very conflict must be a question.
Yeah.
That's good words.
Yeah.
See, you're a good husband.
Yeah. Like Kgotso.
Ne?
Yeah.
Peace.
So I know how to. Yeah. Okay. It's my gift. And yeah. I'll just divert and then come back.
Okay.
And a friend of mine, Wilang Chailore, he's been married longer. In marriage, it's either you choose to be right or you choose happiness.
Okay.
Yeah. That one. There's no in between. It's either you choose to be right or you choose happiness.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's your ring too.
Like conflict.
Yeah.
Question. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Okay. How immediately your daughter don't buy her whatever she wants. Or every time she says "Bah," and then you buy her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do that. Because everybody else. Because something something because when yeah. So mostly it's based on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you divert then so where's the conflict?
No.
Question. Where's the question?
No. Yeah, not theory.
Yeah.
Do not every time your daughter says she wants something, buy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who does that?
It's me.
Okay.
You
are soft on her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so Teddy. Normally, oh, you are that one. So you have to be.
Yeah. Not necessarily. No, but if ever I've got the means.
Yeah.
And she asks for something. You can buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. How?
Okay.
Yeah. So, there was this other time where that thing caught me. Right, we went to a retail store and Norix Peppa Pig. Right. So she requested them. I look. Get check. I get none. I think. I want. Hey, Marika, I want. 6 sleeper. I want. I want. Now. And I carry on second promises and kinky. I want. Yeah. So I'm avoiding the tantrum because understandably so, if you promised,
sure,
you need to keep up with the promise.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Ravaya, I charge at a 6 sleep. Okay, sharp. You Ravaya, I want. Of that thing I told her for the lunch. Now I'm in trouble. But I'm like, maybe
right
there's
there and there.
yeah, but I'm like, maybe there's something inside. I don't know, because this thing cannot just be this price, you know. Ha ke fitla ko ntlong ke a bula. Oi, ke scaftini fela. Le di popa di toys tse 3 tse 4 tse di character tse tsa teng.
Merchandising. boss.
Yeah. I'm like, damn. But I'm like, already, I had a plan in mind. I went, okay, this is how I'll do a spin off, because we went to another store initially and she saw something there. So I will buy 2 items, kada, at half price, or maybe got 200 rands. That will make her excited and forget about
This other thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So nearly on a Saturday, on Monday, back to the store, return. Banse ya bomme ba ko shopong. Ba yes. Hayi baba nami hayi ngeke ngivume. Udlala ngemali baba. Hayi mana ngithi manje.
Iskhaftini.
Hey, yabo. Six sleeper. Yabo. And then I went galopaya go Bokong, buy 2 items, which was a robot and a game board. So at least I know it's an investment as well. Yabo. Oh no, when she came back, I'm like, la robot, ya chaiva da.
Salibate.
Oh, salibate.
So ke motho o lebalang vele, like if something wa khona switcher from ke mo guiding.
I think that day I was just fortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably because of yes, Peppa Pig I interactive.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe.
Also you came with a better plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Much
was cheaper, but way better.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's your approach to parenting? So when you think about like what kind of father you are or you want to be?
Firstly, I want to be a present father. Number 1. And then be a loving, advise wherever I can. And then teach wherever I can, and discipline wherever I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how do you navigate that? So, because sometimes that's about the situation when I'm Mr. Kgotso. There's one way I want to hear, it needs a firm hand.
Yes.
This one needs a bit of love.
Yes.
You know, how do you make that? Because it's a split decision sometimes.
Yeah. But you know it. One advantage of a situation. And then time. I do without shade of doubt, and I'm not even ashamed or scared to do it. That's out of the line. I can toe the line.
Okay.
Yeah, and she knows it.
So are you the disciplinarian in the family or both?
No, both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So both of you have agreed.
Yeah.
Okay,
we will discipline.
This is Laitela Tuba.
No.
No, not at all.
Yeah. She hasn't done something to that magnitude in
your eyes.
In the last 2 years or so.
Okay, she's been good.
Yeah. Nkile kamshapa khadi nje. Yeah nje, you know nje. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna one day get at least these 2 boys that live here.
Yeah.
And then you'll see.
Yeah.
Wabo.
Yeah.
Utophila nje kama banda. So just nje. As soon as wakena nje. Wabo. And I think also it's interesting because if we won, I guess it's a different dynamic.
Yes.
But it's always if there's 2, then they work off each other and then energize one.
Yes.
So your approach to fatherhood, then would you say then it was informed a lot by your father? Because you say you guys you have a great relationship. You say you talk, you share thoughts and views.
Yeah.
So by the way, I just want to give context before you answer that because Machita Pazo Nasna Mataimer or Mataimer were not present.
Yeah.
So I think you're the only second guy.
Yeah.
Who had a present father in this episode.
Okay.
In this podcast. Second or third. So it's not normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing, I'm just fortunate, if I may put it in my... Now, I have time.
Yeah.
Lima time, despite time I like. Time. And they would advise me and tell me things. So I think I'm very fortunate on that. So the time I like, yes, I ring, Nalte never re ka tsona mare tell time alam pinchaka lona le khona bua le nna ka something like that le time I'm just fortunate to my time for some weird reason.
So how was your childhood then growing up? Is it the time allow a lot so you can meet these people?
I think now that you've mentioned it, where we grew up, we were fortunate to our community had both parents
Yeah.
amongst us.
Yeah. Keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like now that, yeah. So, and I can see the mindset hasetsiki hula and ubona uplomalo atwabang pas nang both parents
Yeah.
around. You know, and till today, I born a difference. So maybe ke yona ntho e tsang ke etsa hore a ke a kgona ploma le time because ke hotse
normal.
yeah ha ke ya ko bompitsa ka time la le teng o le la le teng.
Yeah, also le runa because the runa parents was fear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially that like time thing.
Yeah.
How sharp la ntanga around dula ka montle.
Yeah.
How keen, how hlupa, how interact.
Yeah.
Wang understand.
Yeah.
So I think for you it was normal or it's both parents.
Yeah, it was normal.
So
yeah.
nah, it's abnormal.
Okay.
When I was a kid, ufitla konhlungu where batswadi ba le two ba teng. It was very abnormal.
And come to think about it as well, naki last born ko tlatleng na le machi magotmane 83.
Okay.
So we can the age difference ya time alaka le now I want it's gonna be quite if it 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why ntho tse ding re tla bua especially ne re hola tse ya never re bua because maybe you are not relatable, you know, in terms of the age dating.
Sure.
But you find that opposite ha bompintjaka ke nna o grot ko mpintjaka. So time ala ile it's a bit younger. Wa bona. So ke a gona o relate le lona somehow and le lona lang trust hore o tla hlokomela dintwana tsaka. Wa bona. Yeah man, like ha se ke nana re utse le mathama le maoledi. Yeah.
And then do you think we could recreate some sort of community like that in the suburbs? Because I think we're more Plomangteng, it's a gated little estate there. And that idea you're raised by a community and you can move around freely. Because that's how you get to know people also and to understand dynamics.
Yes.
Because we were allowed, Runa. Yes. And like you're not allowed to stay in the house.
Yes.
And I think Leon and the advantage, disadvantage, and same as the other one. Is that a sort of like a community, or you're saying each to their own?
High community is Superman because it creates an ecosystem and a value system.
Sure.
The guys I grew up with, even today, dude, like we just have this thing. I cannot even go further. Oh, I want to check on Puta. So now that I think about it, yeah, it's so deep. And we will create opportunities for each other if we can. There's this love and mutual respect and support. You know. Yeah, man, community ki yona man. Bona phela mine re hodile monna re dlala di-TV game.
Yeah.
So I want that TV game ko ntlong.
Yeah.
A bompintse hao.
Sure.
Sena so o tlo bloma le oledi le timer. Yeah, the timer obvious my timer bloma a tsane mare di a bona o tse a bona. La di bhala ba diski a tla right tlamele hlale ka ofela.
Yeah, le bo manka.
Yeah. So our community, it's for me, it's imperative because it creates like that warmth. Like, and hopefully li sharing and caring. Yeah, because of the community, you know. But hatlo khulaka ish to their own. Man,
too much.
Yeah, and the unfortunate part. So I experienced both worlds, but I held on to the positive. So my parents divorced later, and then we had to move from there. Then we moved to Kosnawan, and I could tell the difference, like, you know. I could tell the difference. Yeah.
What is the major difference?
You're not running. You
Yeah.
a sense of community. Yeah.
So king nasi or kada.
It's not as tight as Gopinville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think the way Niki wana kating pesta. Ne? Na kwe kisalintwana ki.
Yeah.
Because bochir baluna was nice.
Yeah.
Yabo? I think nearly a group of black parents that wanted better for their family.
Yeah.
And build this neighborhood.
Yeah.
That was different from the rest of Soweto or parts of Soweto.
Yeah. And not just Pesa, just Pinville as a collective.
Pinville. Yeah. Wabo, where Hakilida, I think it was maybe high school, later high school.
Ule Goma.
Yeah.
Ule Goma.
I can't say this thing on the podcast.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Wabo.
Yeah.
You can see, man. Nunali even King that that security company, it's on PPR or whatever. Wabo, the homes were built up, the homes were nice. Wabo, they're creating something that's like even I was thinking, shit, one day I want to buy in a place like this because you still have the sense of locationing, but without that other thing.
Yes.
But you're still there, you're close to it, but here things function.
Yes.
I remember and then maybe get a call, but hey, the neighbors have called, hey, this is not what we do here. First time, as go to you come, you make noise. So they're all looking out for each other and they wanted to keep it neat, tidy, safe.
You see the community.
Yeah.
But
they were all bought into that value. This is the kind of community you
see,
want
I
to
said
build.
what?
Yeah.
Value, system, and ecosystem. That's what I build.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I understand about Pesta. And then, so you're saying, because now
and not to bash or anything, but that thing you high.
Yeah.
And even how we are in general, you'd find that maybe go DK extension.
Yeah.
You'd find that go Proti. You'd find that go Rockville. And other parts, maybe Bushawela, Mare, whatever, Unalidikasi.
Yeah. So DK, same thing.
Yeah.
So can I out the buy from that side?
Yeah.
Same situation.
Yeah. So you'd and how they from the outside, so cheka kisho, as I feel so Katola, I meet a couple of friends. Obviously, because you do really want. And then, so this other one, and I'm like, no, it's their lifestyle. That one. Yeah, no, they did so. It's can normal to yeah.
Which we didn't understand.
Yes.
So there's not context.
Yes.
How you are not really what until such a time when now we built a life. So we try to know. Kid is gonna be used to it.
Useless things, but even the political landscape,
sure.
Yeah, I want. So, it was just a small thing, And then later on, my friend is living in the burbs now and whatever. He doesn't have that mindset.
Well, I understand.
Because
he's that guy now.
Exactly. I want to know, Chief. It's even a stealing. Kilanza the cousins cheese boy and then he came singing cheese boy ba hala. So that it was just a small thing, but I saw yeah, and so I understand both worlds. So it sort of like even gave me an advantage to some point.
Okay.
Because I'm here now with you because of that. And I have moved because of that.
Yeah.
From where I was to Gai. And I see the gap and I want to bridge it somehow. via business.
Okay.
Yeah. And then machita lona tla itontsha di ba tla itontsha ka teng. But I can see honali this and honali that. So there needs to be a middleman here. To sharpen the pass.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Okay. Talking about community, how do you feel about sleepovers for your child?
I don't see anything wrong.
Okay.
Obviously, akere honali, and you don't want to sound cheesy or that, but there has to be a like-minded type of situation. And wherever you are, how thing or where you go or where the people you associate yourself with or you befriend should be at your bracket or
aligned.
Same
value system. Okay.
Yeah.
And then if they're not, and then music busy more.
I understand. Yeah. Like, Mari, another thing, what's kind of the dom? Yeah. What's wrong?
Ne?
Yeah. Sometimes he or she cannot articulate, but energy.
Yeah, why born?
Yeah, money, the keep.
Yeah.
The keep. Sure. And then if it's a nice environment, what's a goodies.
Yeah.
So kids know.
Yeah,
because of that, how you live at home, the values you instill at home, your lifestyle, how you portray yourself. Kids basically look up to you, and they take from you. Or when it's
this is the line.
Yeah.
This is how you should live.
Yeah.
Okay. And then let's get to the tools, tricks, and habits. Ne? You said something. Pay attention to what your kid says. What do you mean?
Pay attention to what what your kid says. Like whatever. Listen to what they say. Actually, that's where you get the information on it. What is she or he consuming?
Sure.
What does he or her thoughts? Yeah, listen, pay attention. Yeah.
Okay. Take walks.
Yeah.
This sounds nice.
Yeah. Like I said.
Yeah.
Community.
I think what's interesting is maybe it's a daughter thing. Because these boys I can't take a walk.
Yeah.
Ne? A walk leads to there must be an activity. So let's just take a walk. Chill. There must be an activity. If we walk, you must walk to the park, or we must bike ride. So I've always just wanted, let's take a walk so I can listen, and no, can't happen.
Yeah, Mario, until going to the park, I can't walk.
I know it's not because then I'll get them all and then I must pick them up or whatever. I just want to walk. I don't want to go to the park.
Yeah.
Give a walker around and
yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, no, I do that.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, Angie. Let's. Well, Lori, I can't complex.
Yeah, I think neighborhood area alone, Kiboni.
Yeah, it's family friendly and orientated. Yeah.
And obviously, you can't be busy fast. It doesn't allow for it. It won't make sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. So I chose that environment because of I wanted.
That.
Yeah. Kim Tunanyang. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, like I like playing in the garden and sleeping on that one. So it's already walk. It's a part of that. Yeah, trees, what. I love those things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get involved in the kids' activities. What's her favorite activity that you get involved in?
Okay, obviously, no tablet. I can check out suggest maybe the cartoons or whatever I should be I want, and just to monitor obviously. Yeah, I want. But other things like her riding a bike, swimming. I'm the only child I get swimming pool. Like they have, but like
Oh,
yeah.
the activities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sale involved ka taba besides swimming, the sports. Because kela or rapasodi.
Yeah, I can't sample go crutch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
but you can see interest and okay, she'll play like even if just when she plays in yeah. Yeah, it's like if I can overcheck and she Libomang. Just watch. Okay, sharp. I want and get acquainted with the kids as well. Like I understand sorry the behavior like I said, value system.
Are they part of the
Yeah.
Cause or maybe kibaba.
Yeah, I want to. I want listen. Okay, I want. Haluku la mama go there.
Yes.
Check. Hey, the guy thing. I want check it right. Values.
Yeah, they're aligning.
Yeah, are they aligning? I want. So I get involved and check or grand like wherever she is. It's is it a safe and good environment?
No, it's good.
Yeah.
And then you said show affection to the kid and the mother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah, like haga media how kiss her and kiss her mother. Mwah, mwah, same time if you can.
Yeah.
Hug them both if you
Show
can.
affection basically.
Yeah,
and
show
them
affection.
It's natural.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
You actually do love the mother and this is how it must be modeled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that last it's a hold the say the cherry about boyfriend. This is how you treat
Yeah.
me, you know.
Yeah, because my father.
Yeah.
And subconsciously, obviously.
Yeah.
She's downloading.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is how you treat. I've seen how my dad treats my mom, and I've seen how my dad treats me. Cannot treat me like that. Yeah, because my dad doesn't treat me like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, appreciate that, brother. That's it. See, no hard questions.
Yeah, it was a nice conversation.
Nice and relaxed. Just talk about the kids.
Yeah. Awesome stuff.
No.
Yeah, no, awesome stuff. Like,
Hola.
yeah. This is a good show, and it was also eye opening to certain things. Sometimes when I maar uskadi don't take them really into consideration.
Yeah.
But today, like, and sometimes you don't want to impose your things to other people. But you can see where Aisan he is into Azi. But it's nice if somebody can reflect on your thoughts and say, okay, I've seen this 1, 2, 3. So and then you become like, oh, so I was not crazy, or I was not being pompous, or I was not being arrogant, or it was nothing. It was just how I viewed things based on my environment and my growing up. So, but this guy can relate, and maybe he has learned, or he knows better. So, yeah, that part. Yeah, especially to say me recognizing Kgotso with my friends, banally both parents. Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah, and I can see how it has modeled me and my peers back in the Bona. Unfortunately, even my wife Kgotso with both parents. And it's the small things, sometimes that you take for granted, but you can see how they form a unity. Firstly, kuntlung, because you know how a lady should be treated, or the odila should be treated. The media time and then when a person sees those things and then you come together, yeah, I understand that. So
natural.
Yeah. So you produce and promote something good for the community.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. It's very deep.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's imperative.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks, my brother.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank
you so much for taking the time to listen. Before you leave, I wanted to ask that quick favor again. If you enjoyed the show, please hit the subscribe button and leave a rating and a review. This really helps other people find the podcast and get more out of it. And again, if you know any other timer that might benefit from listening, please share the episode with them. Until the next episode, sharp.